Howdy folks, we're introducing the all-new CatClaw line of terminal products this year. So Garrett, a lot of anglers across the country, they've relied on CatClaw rods for a long time. You wanted to bring the CatClaw name into, terminal tackle by catfish anglers for catfish anglers. Talk a little bit about how it came to be.
Well, we originally had our line of CatClaw rods, and we had a request to start looking into some more terminal tackle, hooks, rigs, different things, weights that you use for catfishing. So this year we're coming out with a few new products. We're coming out with a few different hooks for the CatClaw. We're going to work our way from kahle hooks to different types of circle hooks. And we also have the basic bait treble hooks with springs on it for your dough baits.
So, it's a complete line of catfish terminal tackle. You've got, every hook featured is an American-made fish hook made right here in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, yes.
So let's start from that side and work our way to this side. Let's start with the Snells. Anybody, you think Eagle Claw, you think Snells.
Yeah, so with Snells, we came out with a couple different kinds. We came out with a monofilament one. All of our Snells are tied on an 80-pound test mono. We come with one that's a monofilament, and we're also doing some on a nylon wire. So that way, if you accidentally hook into a gar, you don't have to worry about losing your bait.
Very cool, and enough beef. You're talking about 80-pound mono. That'll stand up to any catfish they hook into.
It should, yeah. Anything from your channels to your flatheads. They're going to range from different sizes, hooks. In the Snells, 8/0's going to be the largest, and they're all using our Circle C circle hook on those.
American made. I'm going to say it over and over again. I can't help myself. So going from there, let's go to the loose hooks, and let's talk about the different styles that you have available.
So for the loose hooks, we're starting off with the original catfish hook, the kahle hook. Mm-hmm. Again, very different sizes, or ranges different sizes on them. Just a staple hook. When people first started catfishing, that's what they use. But now a lot of tournament and the average day anglers are starting to use circle hooks.
Yeah.
So we have a couple different circle hooks. We have our L7228s, which is our octopus wide gap hook. And then we also have our 2196 hooks, which is a bait holder circle hook, which helps hold your bait.
That's awesome. And the kahle hook, if you want to reel down and put the wood to them, you got it. And a circle hook, whatever variety, the bite to hookup ratio is ridiculously high. And catfish anglers were among the first to really adapt to that. So having this all in a lineup is phenomenal. And then the soft bait treble hooks. Tell us a little bit about those.
So the soft bait treble hooks, we did two different sizes. We have a size 4 and a size 2. So we went a little larger than what most people do. So that way, a lot of guys that are using your dip baits, you can put a little bigger treble hook in there.
So you didn't think about one type of catfish angler. When you're building this line, you're thinking about catfish anglers all across the country and maybe even internationally. You know what I mean? Everybody can benefit from using American-made fish hooks. So a wide variety of hooks, all custom tailored to catfish anglers, but a rig doesn't stop at hooks. You need snaps, you need weights. Let's talk about some of the terminal tackle that's along with this.
Sure. So for some of the terminal, we came out with a few different things. We have our quick clinks. These little guys, they're easy to change out your leaders, your Snells. Awesome little accessory for your rigs. So next we have is our sinker slides. Our sinker slides here also include a glow-bead, which works as a bump stop, so it protects your knot. So that way, when your weight and your sinker slide sliding up and down your line, it doesn't beat up your knot.
Yeah.
Yep. As we talked about terminal tackle, we also have weights. We got a couple different styles of weights. You have your basic egg sinkers. These are always good. You can use them just about anywhere. We have anywhere from a 1 ounce to a 4 ounce in these egg sinkers. Another weight that a lot of guys like using are the no-roll sinkers. These no-roll sinkers, they lay flat, so when you're fishing rivers and currents, your bait's not going to move. That water's just going to flow right over top of these weights.
Awesome. And then the slinky. Now, this is something that I haven't seen in the catfish world. I'm not a diehard cat angler like you are. Talk a little bit about that.
So there's different types of weights that guys are starting to use for trolling different catfish rigs, and the slinky weight is one of them. So we came out with a big slinky weight. They range from 2 ounce to 4 ounce. So a slinky weight, as you're trolling, it's going to drag along the bottom, but it won't catch on anything. So it's pretty much a snag-free type weight.
So strategic advantage is snag-free. It might look a little bit different, but it's been proven.
It has, yes.
Very, very cool. And now let's jump to the rigs. One of the things at Eagle Claw and Laser Sharp we always do, We want to help folks spend more time fishing, less time rigging. Let's talk about the rigs that are ready for folks to just basically attach and go catch fish.
Sure, yeah. We make tons of different rigs, but for catfishing, we have our new no-roll rigs. So these are our ready rigs. Tie it to your line, you're ready to go. Just add bait. Again, tied with our American-made 7228 hooks. Has a no-roll sinker, and it already has your bump stop beads on there to help protect your knots. So you just tie it to your line, throw it out, and hold on.
Awesome. Now we're going to bump up big time, and we're going to talk, like as a bass angler, I see a topwater bait, but catfish anglers, you know, it's just like any other tournament series or diehard anglers are always adapting. Let's talk about this Santee rig.
So the Santee rig is a rig that's been out for a little while, but we wanted to incorporate it into our line of products. So the way a Santee rig is designed, as you're dragging on the bottom, your bait is going to be pulled up off the bottom with this float. And so on your back, on your hook here, a lot of guys attach all kinds of things, chicken breasts, cut baits. This just helps keep your bait up off the bottom, keeps your bait in the strike zone.
So real quick, the rattle in the colors, it brings attention to the bait. So that's a part of but basically it looks like a topwater bait to me, but that's a part of the Santee rig and the draw and why anglers have been so successful with it.
Right, yeah. So the noise that it makes, the colors, draws the fish in, but then they see that cut bait right behind it, and they just grab that cut bait and go.
So a phenomenal addition to the Eagle Claw lineup, custom tailored for catfish anglers by catfish anglers. Look for them at a store near you here soon.